everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Shelly's Millions, where you'll join me on my journey towards becoming a millionaire, even though I'm currently living on unemployment. In today's video, I want to cover why the additional unemployment boost of $300, the federal portion, may not even last a full 5 weeks. I'm here in the state of California, but this video will be valid regardless of what state you live in. And if I could ask everybody to just take a quick second and hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell, think about sharing the video if you agree with its content. It really helps YouTube show the video to more people, which helps a growing channel like mine, and I appreciate it. All of this could still change, and it's not necessarily set in stone. This is just how it would work if the president's memorandum stands. How the president's memorandum is written is that we would get the additional $300 federal boost until December 6th, or whenever the disaster relief fund dipped below $25 billion. And with more than 30 million of us unemployed, they estimate that those funds would last about 4.77 weeks. So even if those funds were just designated to give us that extra $300 boost, it wouldn't last a full 5 weeks. But then yesterday I came across an article that said some of that money would need to be used in each state, because all of our unemployment systems are different, to actually set up a way to get this payment to us. Because of how the memorandum is written, this wouldn't be part of the regular unemployment program. It would be paid through the regular unemployment program. So we're not supposed to need to do anything additional to get this extra $300 boost. But if our states need to set up computer programming to give us this money, if they need to make those programs interact with the existing unemployment programs, if they need people to administer these programs, according to an article that I read, and of course I'm not an expert, so I'm going to link this article in the description down below. It says that they would need to use some of those funds in order to set up the program. So that means there's not even a full 5 weeks to fund this additional boost. So what I'm hoping is that Congress will come up with something else, something that will for sure last through the end of the year, something that won't exclude as many people as the president's memorandum does. Because remember, to even qualify for the extra boost, you have to be eligible to receive $100 in unemployment benefits. And that excludes so many people that I'm really hoping that they can still come up with an agreement. So if the disaster relief fund only had enough money to fund under 5 weeks for the number of people that are unemployed that would be getting the boost, that means it's going to run out of money even faster if the states need to use some of that money to set up a new program to get that benefit in our hands. So I had filmed this video a little bit earlier, but as you can see from this headline by CNBC, the headline says $300 unemployment boost may last for only 3 weeks. Then the article goes on to say the policy amounts to a guarantee of just 3 weeks of federal funding for the unemployment subsidy, said Michelle Evermore, a senior policy analyst at the National Employment Law Project. FEMA and the White House didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. Recipients in early mover states could ultimately receive aid over a longer period than those are slower moving states, Evermore said. And those states that have already applied are Arizona, Iowa, Louisiana, New Mexico, and I think Colorado. And then South Dakota has said that they will not be providing their residents that additional boost, which I suppose frees up a little bit more money to be available in the fund. Additionally, I mentioned throughout this video when I recorded it that I was hoping Congress would come up with a decision, and now they mostly are on recess. So, and if they do come back, it looks like they're going to be talking about the Postal Service and not the unemployment boost. So I'm thinking that we won't really have any changes to what is already in place until after the Labor Day holiday in September. And of course, best case scenario, the disaster relief fund only had about 5 weeks of funding to begin with. So I really hope that Congress comes up with something else that can be agreed on and signed off on by the president that does a little bit more for the people that really need these funds. And again, all of this can change, so I don't want to worry you guys too much, but I do want you guys to have it in the back of your heads that, one, not everyone will qualify for this extra $300 boost, and two, it may run out very, very quickly. I just want people at least to mentally prepare for it so that you guys that watch my channel aren't surprised and that you were expecting it a little bit, because I just think it's better to be able to plan and know that even this is a possibility than to proceed forward and have this blindside us. Because the payments aren't ready to roll out right now and they're retroactive, if things stay the way they are, this literally could mean that our first payment would contain some retro pay, and right after that first payment, the fund would be depleted and they wouldn't have money to continue paying us in the weeks going forward. I also hope that even if Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell are not able to come to a decision right now before the recess, that hopefully this is a priority as soon as they return from their recess, except for then I guess they have to talk about the budget ceiling in general, and that gets us closer to the election. I would really love to have something in place so that we could focus on something else as the election gets closer, rather than have so many of us still not knowing what's going on with our unemployment benefits. If you are in a position where you've been thinking about investing some of your money into the stock market anyway, and you've just been wondering which platform you should start off with, I really like Webull. It's a stock trading app, but you can also log on from your computer. If you use my referral link down below, you get 2 free stocks after you make an initial deposit of $100, and one of those stocks could be valued up to $1,400. If you use my link, please let me know in the comments down below which 2 free stocks you got, and thank you so much for watching Shelly's Millions.